and you're very welcome here to the Portrait Gallery in the National Museum of Ireland. My name is Frances, and I've been working with Mayo here to bring the event to the National Museum this year. We're delighted to host the launch of the Clew Garden Trail. As you can see, we have a full house today. We still have standing room. It's dropping out outside. Okay, I'll fix that when Cormac starts speaking here. So as you can see, we have a full house today. So just a little bit of safety. We have a standing room only here on the patio outside, left. The fire exits are to the left here, and out the back door here that you can see that's open, and the door at the front also, in the very unlikely event that we need to use them. So I hope you enjoy the afternoon or the morning. There's tea and coffee and pastries here, and I'll introduce Cormac, who is the chairperson. MC for today's event with the Clew Garden Trail, and Cormac will do the rest of the introductions today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming today to the 14th Clew Garden Trail. It's a great pleasure for us as part of the committee to see you all here today. It's been a lot of hard work with the three girls down there to do super work this year. I was kind of doing more of it, monitoring all this year, so that's why I'm up here. Next year I'll be back in the thickness, so I don't get nominated to MC on the night. So I said it's the 14th year of the Clew Garden Trail, and we have, would you believe it, so far raised 170,000 for local charities, which is a vast thing. And I suppose this has all come from your own goodwill, people's generosities to open their own gardens, to share, to teach, and I suppose to nurture nature, and to, I suppose, pass it on to the next generation. And I have my daughter here today who's been trained up to be a weed picker, or I can't at the moment because we're into our university, but she does pull the odd weed, so we let her away with that. So first of all, I'd just like to thank you all for coming, and I'm just going to go through the brochure. You all should have a copy in your hand, and if you want to just open up there on page 1, we've Innisco Organic Garden, and if you'd like to stand up when I mention the name, so just you can recognise the face, and when you get there, you'll be able to see the people that are there. So there's Innisco House, I think they're outside on the patio outside. Then we have Return of Colour Ford in Sandy Hill in Westport. So Oliver's father is here. We've got a live link back to Westport. We have a new garden coming in this year, so a big warm reception for Bridge Duffy. So this is Bridge's tip. Failed the first time she tried it. She had a few animals next door, and they ate the garden on her. So it's great to have her back here, and she's great to see the resilience in the garden. I'm looking forward to that myself. We have returned in the Garden Haven again in Kinsale in Westport. A beautiful garden out there at the back of the reef. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning there. There she is at the back. Okay. We have the Clock Factory with Ed. There's the clock. Very handy, and it's very located on the greenway there in Westport, so very easy to get to. So you can walk, cycle, or run down to the one. On our house today, we'll be able to cycle down to it. The Westport Community Garden is just up the greenway from the Clock Factory, so nicely paired to those two there, number 5 and 6, in Westport Community Garden. Is there anything here from? And then number 7, we have Solis Garden in Charlestown. It's a really nice garden with Tom and Mary. There's Tom and Mary, yes, excellent. And Charlestown for the day. We have the Wild Willow Garden there in Mullock and Westport. And Jerry and Nicky Carroll are there. Let's see them earlier on. Perfect. So again, lovely garden there in front of the Cormac. Well worked up. And then on the rear, then find we've got Windfalls. We're returning to again this year in Castlebar. The new plants are there to do great work with the HSE. So an excellent day out there in Windfalls. And finally, then we have the Ballinacaren Community Green Garden. Okay, at the grounds of the New College. A beautiful garden up there, and a lovely walk in the Mayo afterwards is always a nice place to spend the day. So there's loads to look forward to. I've been told the weather's going to be very good for the year. So good news for the visitors, but not great news for the gardeners, who have to keep watering and keeping all those plants growing all the time. So on to the next, I suppose the next part of it, we want to introduce Anna here beside me. I suppose just doing a small bit of research on her over the last year or two, it's just amazing what this lady has achieved. From the 1970s going to college, studying science, she kind of had a huge draw for the environment, into the coastal areas, marine habitats, and then she had, I suppose, a brainwave that she said all this flora and fauna should be recorded, and she set up the Irish Biological Records Centre. And I suppose in this day and age it's very important that we have these records kept, especially as we're going through severe climate change at the moment. And this, I think, if I'm right, is the National Data Centre for Biodiversity at the moment in Wexford. So there's all the records of all the native and the non-native species down there, and just keeps a log of how the environment was changing in Ireland. And there's a huge initiative at the time, and I suppose we just can say it there in a sentence, but that took huge work at the time, and it's invaluable to have it from back at that time. She also was lectured for 20 years in Technical University Dublin. She was an author of the Great Irish Biodiversity Book. She was the president of the Taishka for 5 years. She was the president of the Tree Council. Now she didn't do all of these things at the same time. She tried to do one after another. She's good, but she's not that good. She's very involved in the private place and very loved to very aware. She's been on TV. I suppose we all recognise her face on TV. And she's a great character. I suppose when you meet her later today, you'll see that her shines through. And she's also the first lady to be nominated an honorary doctorate from
I'm a woman, I'm not a lady, I'm a woman.
And I suppose it's just amazing to get a chance to have a quick chat for today. She's a shining light in biodiversity and environment, and she comes across as she's very blasé about it, but it's amazing what she has done in her career. So we're really happy to have her here today, and I'm going to say a few words for the character. Much appreciated.